Now let's move on to some other news. And the Israeli military says it is reviewing some of the information about the latest attacks in Gaza. That as at least 74 more Palestinians were killed. The review on 11 people killed amid ongoing accusations of attacks at or near official food distribution sites run by the so-called Gaza Aid Foundation. This time, those killed 3 kilometers away from one as they tried to return from the site. At least 30 other people were also killed in an airstrike, as you can see from these images, at a seaside cafe. Well, we're going to cross then to Jerusalem, talk to our correspondent Noga Tarnopolsky. Noga, once again then, Israel's actions in Gaza very much under scrutiny.
Yes, although possibly not enough, I should say, Stuart, because the Israeli army has begun simply always saying that it will probe any incident that is videoed, that has proof. For example, this whatever happened, this explosive device that fell on a seaside cafe where many journalists tended to work, that had good Wi-Fi. The Israeli army response is that it will investigate. We don't always hear about investigations. Sometimes years pass. I would say that the one exception in recent months was the case of the paramedics, the Palestinian paramedics who were killed by Israeli fire. But again, this follows a pattern. What we do have from yesterday is an acknowledgement of the failure, I would say, of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation hubs for distribution. The Israeli army put out a statement yesterday. I apologize for the noise. The Israeli army put out a statement yesterday announcing that it is entirely revamping and changing its method of safeguarding the routes to and from those sites. So it may be a response to the incident you mentioned, the people who were 3 kilometers away, but I think it's an acknowledgement that the entire concept of these distribution hubs in the south that the Israeli army had established simply has caused a bloodbath.
Noga, in the meantime, it's been announced, hasn't it, that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to travel to the White House next week amid, ongoing support, really, from Donald Trump.
Yes, ongoing support, but I think sometimes it's a little bit spicy. The president was not shy about slamming Israel when he felt that it was not respecting the Iran ceasefire he had imposed. And we do know that now the Prime Minister and the President have different aims for this visit. The Israeli Prime Minister has all but begged to be invited to the White House for this. He clearly wants a victory shot on the White House balcony, on the White House lawn, to celebrate the victory, his victory, Trump's victory perhaps over Iran. That's how he perceives it, and he has engaged in a public campaign to get invited. The president, we understand, wants actual results. He wants to see either an arrangement which will free the hostages, the Israeli hostages, and end the war in Gaza, or the beginning of talks between Israel and Syria. He wants something that he can claim as an achievement, something new in his hand. And this, I suppose, is going to cause quite a few clashes before they actually meet and smile for the cameras on Monday.